Hey my you ladies and my you gents, I'm StevenTocher, and on today's episode of my Thoughtful Thursdays I want to talk about one word: moderation. Alright? I was watching the other day on TV a doctor, and he was talking about, eradicating, all the carbohydrates in your life, and heard another doctor a little while ago say fruits are bad for you, too much sugar, and I've heard a lot of different people say a lot of different things, but one thing that keeps, I think, escaping most people's mouths is moderation. And this is just my point of view. Remember, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. It just, to me, makes sense to be moderate, even in the way you work out. If you work out too much on one day, you can overtrain. If you, do too much of anything at any time and you don't use moderation, you'll find out that you really push balance off in your life somewhere else. And all of these things and ideas about moderation kind of brought me back to a conversation that I had a little while ago during the summer of 2013 with this man that I met who I thought could have been my grandfather, but I dare not say it because I thought he was only in his 60s, but spoke so wise. And not to say that there's not a ton of people in their 60s who are not very, very wise, but this man just had this resonating sound to him. And I found out a little bit later that he was 82 years old. He looked phenomenal, and it was because he was walking, and he said to me, "Steve, I am using moderation in every aspect of my life." He had told me about his cancers, his ulcers, about problems within his body, and how he'd heard over his 62 years of being interested in health and fitness, all these different fads that had come along, all these different diets. But the one thing he told me was that moderation was the key to life. For instance, he would have toast in the morning for years on end with tons of butter and this and that, but as he got older he decided that he was only going to use it maybe a couple times a week or once a week. And actually, at the time when I was talking to him, he hadn't used butter in a year. He was just having toast on its own, and he told me that because he was monitoring the different times he would have like butter or peanut butter or all these types of spreads, for instance, these good fats that people are jumping on the bandwagon about, he was saying that I could taste the bread on its own when it was toasted. I can now enjoy the flavor of butter when I added it to my vegetables or something that he had added butter to, or a certain seasoning or salt to. So it's just the idea of moderation. You're going to get people to throw things at you all the time, especially when it comes to fads, but the big key is having a lifestyle of moderation. If people were taught that when they were really young, which I think is being void in North America and worldwide in many ways, and we were moderate about the things that we had, and we didn't gorge when we had the opportunity to, there would be a lot more people who would be in a healthy state right now. So I challenge you even today, with the meals that you have, the situations that you're in, the high working environments, try to put some moderation and more balance in your life. And I'm fairly sure, just like my friend John, who I met in passing along the way on an awesome walk that I had with him, moderation is one of the biggest keys to living a healthy life. If you have a comment or question, drop it in the comments section below. If you want to check out anything that I talked about in this video, check it out in the description as well below. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. God bless. Oh yeah, and if you like what I'm doing, please tweet, tumble, like, share, thumbs up, plus, pin, or do whatever you do, and please subscribe.